have to give her that.
Last
So,
question I have for you is the freedom aspect. You and I both share the same sentiment when it comes to the importance of freedom, financial freedom, spiritual freedom, mental freedom, physical freedom, time and location freedom. So people out there probably don't even understand what's happening in the world, right? They don't even realize what's happening with the banks and, how the media and the politics and all this does really involve taking your rights away, taking away your freedom. Why is it more important than ever to get their money right, their mind right, their body right? What do you say to those people out there who say, hey, I'm free. At least I feel free. So why should I change anything?
yeah, because it's just like boiling a frog in water. They slowly do it over time, and before the frog even realizes he's dead. And that's what they're doing to people out there. Oh, we're going to do this for your safety or for your whatever. And they don't have your best interest in mind.
Not one bit.
Nobody. People in these groups, they have your best interest in mind. They're going to want to help you, break out of whatever, crap you're getting into and become better, but that doesn't involve, oh, let's give up this right or this freedom so that everybody else can be safe. And that's the whole thing that's being pushed right now. And this whole agenda of, there's so many things. The rabbit hole is so deep where let's conserve this, or let's protect this, or let's do this. And it's all taking away your freedom.
Damn right.
Business owners are, they're getting every little thing. I was up the other day talking to these guys up in Moffat. I'm not a weed guy. I used to be, but these guys up there, when they were talking to me about, like, they're ratcheting up the stuff for, like, the guidelines for heavy metals to sell commercial weed. So, like, they test it for heavy metals, and if it's above this threshold, you can't sell it. You can't sell it in a store or commercially or whatever. Basically, you can't sell it because then it's illegal.
Yeah.
But they spray all this stuff out in the skies, and then they lower the threshold to where, like, your stuff is going to have that no matter what. You can't get away from it. And that's all part of the agenda of what they're doing. They're like, okay, let's we want this green, but let's tax this, and this. Well, when you do that, you cause this, and this to be even worse.
Yep.
And people, they don't understand that. They don't see the backside of all of what's going on. Jake, he owns a Tesla, and it's an awesome car. But the thing about it is, you got to have another car. We can't even go. We had to go to Moffat. We had to go, the long way, and it took us twice as long because we had to stop the charge. We couldn't go the regular route. So, like, you're limited. That's taken away from there. But how many diesel fueled vehicles did it take to get that power station up and running? What kind of a strain is it putting on the grid? Like, what kind of all of those things that are not. But that goes to kind of every aspect of that, and the freedom that we're losing. We're losing it every time the bank makes a decision. It's going to affect your bottom dollar. Every time they put some kind of a tax out there that's going to help this people or this fund or this stimulus or this, like, it's got to come from somewhere. And people don't realize that. And
every action has a reaction, and these reactions are worse than anything prior to that.
Right. Yeah. And people don't realize that. And it's like, okay, if you can get away from having to, the more money you make as a W-2 employee, the more they're going to take. Then the more you're going to have to pay for this tax, and the more you're going to have to pay for this, and you're not going to have nothing by the time. And that's what they want. They want you in that little box. Keep doing it. Let's work. Put in a few more hours so you can give us a little bit more money. And then stuff that's going up. It's making it to where they're just narrowing that margin of people that are going to be able to do anything.
That's right. That's why you need to break out, build a business, and be free in every shape and form, right? You got to get your mind right, your money right, your business right, your family right. and you got to have a plan B, C, and D, because when shit hits the fan, you got to be ready.
Yeah, that's it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, don't find yourself, stuck when the power goes off and they can't get it turned back on for a week. I mean, I see it coming. We're going to start having. They're already having these rolling blackouts. It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Oh yeah, right.
What are you
So
gonna do? What are you
the
gonna do
writing's
when,
on the wall.
Yeah, what are you going to do when you got no power for 4 or 5 days? Your food's going to spoil. So.
Yep. This book is for the person who is ready to escape the cage they have been living in their whole life. Guys, if you're out there and you feel like you're in some sort of cage, maybe even if you are in a real cage, this book will help you break out and start to get your mind right, your body right, your habits right, and your business right. So, Damon Nichols, the website is called strengthunderstress.com. You can start to be a part of the SUS journey. And yeah, shout out to Josh Brisbane for the event where he dropped that word and you said, that is the name. I like it. Let's do it. Right.
Yeah. And it all happened in LAX and on the airport or on our airplane back from Los Angeles to Denver after that event. So Josh, you had a big part in that. We sorted a whole bunch of merchandise. So you guys will all be, getting some of that. We'll be able to post some stuff out where people can be able to start getting into that stuff. So
beautiful. The Savage Syndicate. If you guys are interested in learning how to defend yourself, that's what we recommend to look up. The guest we had today, Damon Nichols, is available online. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook and all over. So get in touch with him. If you want to be a sponsor, you want to be a part of anything he's putting together when it comes to strengthunderstress.com. And he'll be looking out to help you break free. Remember, guys, by writing $1 million book, it will lead to $1 million life. Right on.
Stay sus.